Have you ever had a dream you were excited to begin, only to abandon it when something more interesting came along? Amara had that problem. She was talented, hardworking, and full of ideas. But there was one habit quietly destroying everything she was building. She rarely finished what she started. Amara had opened a small food business in her neighborhood. It wasn't a fancy restaurant. It was a modest kitchen where she prepared homemade meals and packaged them for customers. She had started with very little, but she believed the business could become something great. At first, things went well. Her food was delicious, her customers were happy, and people began recommending her to their friends. For the first time, Amara could see a real future for herself. She believed her little business was finally becoming the life she had dreamed about. Then the orders started coming faster. More customers called. More people wanted her meals. Instead of being frightened by the growth, Amara became excited. She couldn't wait to create new dishes and take her business to the next level. But there was a problem. One afternoon, while preparing an important customer order, Amara discovered an exciting new recipe. She immediately became fascinated. What if I add this to my menu? She thought. The customer order in front of her suddenly seemed boring. The new idea seemed much more exciting. Amara told herself she would only experiment with the new recipe for a few minutes. She left the customer's order unfinished and began working on the new dish. She didn't think much of it. After all, she intended to come back. But she didn't. Soon, Amara's kitchen became filled with unfinished work. One meal was half prepared. Another order was missing ingredients. A new recipe sat beside an abandoned one. She kept starting things, but she wasn't finishing them. And she didn't realize how expensive this habit was becoming. One of her customers arrived expecting an order that Amara had promised would be ready. The woman waited patiently. 5 minutes passed, then 10. But the order still wasn't ready. Amara suddenly looked at the clock. Her heart dropped. She had completely lost track of time. The customer's order was still unfinished. She rushed around the kitchen trying to complete it, but it was already too late. The customer left disappointed. Amara stood in the doorway, watching her walk away. She knew exactly what had happened. She had broken her promise. And she knew it wouldn't be the last time unless she changed. That evening, Amara sat alone in her kitchen. She looked at the unfinished work around her. "I have to stop doing this," she whispered. Tomorrow would be different. She promised herself she would become more disciplined. But she had made that promise before. The next morning, Amara started preparing another customer order. For a while, she stayed focused. Then another idea entered her mind. A new dish, a new package design, a new way to promote the business. Once again, the unfinished order became less interesting. Soon, customers began experiencing the consequences. Days later, the business that once felt full of promise had become strangely quiet. The phone wasn't ringing. Customers weren't coming. Amara sat behind the counter waiting. She knew why. People had started going somewhere else. Amara looked at her phone. Nothing. No new orders. No new customer messages. She remembered when she couldn't keep up with the number of people contacting her. Now, she desperately wanted the phone to ring. Then she saw one of her former customers walking past her business. The woman didn't stop. She went somewhere else. Amara realized something painful. Customers could forgive one mistake, but they wouldn't keep returning to someone they couldn't depend on. That night, Amara sat on the floor of her kitchen. Around her were unfinished orders, wasted ingredients, receipts, and bills. She had started with a dream. Now that dream seemed to be collapsing around her. She began to cry. Amara looked down at her hands. These were skilled hands. She could cook. She could create beautiful meals. She could make customers happy. So, why couldn't she make the business work? Then she finally understood. Her problem wasn't talent. It was finishing. Why do I keep doing this? Amara whispered. She had spent years starting things with excitement and abandoning them when they became difficult or boring. She had mistaken excitement for commitment, and now her business was paying the price. The next evening, Amara decided she needed help. She had heard about an older businesswoman in the area who had built a successful business through discipline and consistency. Amara went looking for her. When Amara arrived, she was surprised by what she saw. The woman's shop was small, but it was perfectly organized. Every product had a place. Every tool was arranged carefully. Nothing was abandoned halfway. The older woman opened the door. She looked at Amara's tired face but didn't judge her. "Come in," she said. Amara stepped inside. "I don't understand what I'm doing wrong," Amara admitted. "I have ideas. I work hard. I have talent." She paused. "But I keep starting things and leaving them unfinished." The mentor listened. The mentor picked up one small, unfinished piece of work. "Look at this," she said. "Imagine you started it with excitement." She placed it on the table. "Now imagine abandoning it halfway." The mentor showed Amara how she worked. She didn't begin 5 tasks at once. She chose one. She worked on it. She finished it. Then and only then did she move to the next. "Amara," the mentor said, "motivation will not always be there. Some days you will feel excited. Other days you will feel tired. And some days the work will be boring. But success comes from continuing after the excitement disappears." Amara listened carefully. The mentor gave her a simple challenge. As the days passed, Amara began cleaning and organizing her kitchen. The abandoned work disappeared. The clutter decreased. The business began to look different. But more importantly, Amara was becoming different. Finishing became part of her daily routine. She prepared an order. She completed it. She checked it. Then she moved to the next. Her work became calmer. Her business became more reliable. One day, a former customer returned. Amara prepared the woman's order carefully and delivered it on time. The customer smiled. This time, Amara had kept her promise. The customer told someone else. Then another person came. Slowly, people began hearing that Amara had changed. Her food had always been good. Now people could trust her too. The orders started coming back. Amara's phone began ringing again. But this time she wasn't overwhelmed. She had learned how to handle one task at a time. Amara worked through the growing number of orders calmly. She didn't jump from one idea to another. She followed the process. Prepare. Finish. Deliver. Repeat. For the first time in a long time, Amara looked at her finances and smiled. The money she had been losing through refunds and wasted ingredients was no longer disappearing. The business was becoming profitable again. Amara was now able to pay her business expenses without fear. She looked at her organized records with relief. Her financial situation was changing because her behavior had changed. People in the neighborhood began speaking positively about Amara again. Her food is excellent, and she always delivers on time. Her reputation was being rebuilt one completed order at a time. Then a larger opportunity arrived. An event organizer approached Amara about preparing food for an important event. It was the kind of order that could significantly grow her business. But it was also much bigger than anything she had handled before. Amara accepted the opportunity. But this time, she didn't immediately get carried away with excitement. She knew exactly what she needed to do. She needed to finish. Amara sat down and planned the entire order. She organized the ingredients. She organized the packaging. She organized the preparation. Instead of rushing into the work, she created a process. The preparation was difficult. Hours passed. Amara became tired. But she didn't abandon the project. She remembered who she used to be, and she refused to become that woman again. This was the difficult middle. The excitement of getting the opportunity was gone. The finish line still seemed far away. But Amara finally understood something. The middle wasn't a sign to quit. The middle was simply part of finishing. Eventually, the final meal was prepared. The last container was sealed. The entire order was complete. Amara looked at the finished work with quiet satisfaction. She delivered the order to the event. Everything was there. Everything was on time. Nothing was forgotten. Nothing was abandoned. She had done exactly what she promised. The client was impressed. The food was beautifully prepared. The order was complete. And Amara knew this opportunity had happened because she had learned the lesson that almost cost her business. Months later, Amara's business looked completely different. Customers came regularly. Orders moved smoothly. The kitchen was organized. And Amara no longer lived in chaos. There were no piles of abandoned work. No forgotten orders.
No wasted ingredients everywhere.
Everything had a purpose. Everything was moving toward completion. Sometimes Amara thought about the woman she used to be. The woman who had so many ideas. The woman who started everything. The woman who finished almost nothing. She was grateful she had changed before it was too late. Now, whenever Amara started an order, she knew how it would end. She would finish it. That simple habit had transformed her entire business. Her customers trusted her again. They knew that when Amara promised something, she would deliver. And trust became one of the most valuable things her business had. Her finances improved. She could pay her bills. She could buy better equipment. She could reinvest in the business. The financial stability she had once thought was impossible was becoming real. Amara had not become successful because she suddenly discovered more talent. She became successful because she learned discipline. She stopped chasing every new idea. She learned to finish what was already in front of her. Her little neighborhood kitchen had become a thriving business. Customers came through the doors. Orders went out on time. And Amara stood in the middle of it all with a quiet confidence she had never had before. She looked at her business and realized something. Her biggest problem had never been a lack of ideas. It had been her inability to stay committed after the excitement disappeared. Once she learned to finish, everything changed. And maybe Amara's story sounds familiar. Maybe there's something in your own life that you started with excitement, but abandoned halfway through. A business, a project, a goal, a dream. Remember this. You don't have to finish everything today. You only have to choose one thing and finish it. Because every time you finish something, you prove to yourself that you are capable of following through. And that proof changes you. Stop chasing every new beginning. Start finishing what you already started.